surely the role of a government here is to protect first and foremost its own people, isn't it?
Yeah, what a staggering thought. That the Times ran a headline that, in repealing the Human Rights Act and introducing a British Bill of Rights, that British Bill of Rights would only apply to citizens of the United Kingdom and people here legally. And it was branded as, quote, two-tier, on the basis that it would prioritise British people over foreign people. And my response was, yes, absolutely. Absolutely, it will. And that is exactly what a government should be doing. And, we can go through some of the ridiculous criticisms that have occurred. So, first of all, you had the band of left-wing, quote unquote, human rights lawyers and Labour MPs and mouthpieces say, "What? You're going to talk to the Taliban? You're going to do a deal with the Taliban?" And then a few hours later, Keir Starmer told the press he would be willing to do a deal with Afghanistan too. And by the way, Germany has already begun deporting its illegals to Afghanistan via Qatar, who brokered that deal. So even the Germans have already begun speaking to the Taliban. And isn't it funny that I get asked about would you return women to here illegally back to, quote, woman-hating Afghanistan? And I said the vast majority of the Afghans arriving on our beaches uninvited are not women. They are men. They are men. Why is that left-wing media outlet okay, seemingly, by the framing of that question, with British women and British young girls being subjected to undocumented...
They won't answer that, Zia. You know it and I know it. They will not answer that question. If you, I said it to you 5 minutes ago, if you put to them that a bunch of Afghan men were brought into this country, 23,900 under darkness in unmarked planes, but some of them reported to bring up to 20 family members with them. If you talk about how...
By the way, sorry to interrupt, the British government knew at the time had been kicked out of the Afghan army for sex offences. They knew that, and they smuggled them here anyway and slapped a super injunction.
And I'm not sticking up ever for Starmer, but we have to look further back at the Tory government under Sunak and Johnson, and I think it's only fair and right. But